This is Terry McDade, aka the Pirate Hunter, and this is another in-box kit review of another Plus model kit, number 366 guard post, which is 35 resin parts and wooden parts. So let's open it up and see what we got here. We have a bag full of small resin parts, a bag full of large resin parts. I've already opened this up and looked at it. We have directions, and we have another bag with a couple of wooden posts in it and a piece of wire. Let's take a quick look at the directions here. Instructions: follow the instruction drawings. The assembly. Okay. Notice machining can produce dust which can be irritating the respiratory tract. Metal parts should be cut off using protection eyesight. The inside of it shows how the four walls go together with the roof. Stovepipe, light going into it. And the back side shows how to put the post together for the guard post that's going to go across it. I'm not going to use the guard post. This is being used as like a railway station house for a railway build I'm doing, World War II railway build I'm doing, and it'll be used as an old station house. So that's what this is going to be used for. So let's look at the resin parts and see what we got here. And the parts. This, if you are a person who really likes to just randomly grab and cut bags open, if you buy this kit, I would be a little careful, because right here between my thumbs is the plastic for the windows. So if you just grab it and arbitrarily start slicing, you can cut the windows in half on it. Now the two poles are approximately the same size. One is supposed to have the light on it, and the other one is supposed to be for the guard thing that goes across the road. This wire is, from looking at the directions, is to hang the light off of. So let's look at the building. The building is, this is the one outside wall on it where, I believe the stovepipe goes through. It's got some pretty good detail on it. You can see where it's got all the nail holes in it, all the way through the across the middle here. Got the separation between the boards. This one is where the door is, and you can see there's a little bit of flash in where the windows go on it, but again, the detail through the nails and everything else is pretty good on it, all the way up across it, and around the edges. It's got a good look to it. This is the other end on it. So, and again, it looks really good there. Nails are all in there on it. Window is in good shape as far as any flash on it. This is just one of the walls. I've been working on a Civil War build, so no matter what you do, all the styrofoam chunks are still here somewhere. Again, the nail patterns are good on it. This is one of the roof panels. This is another one of the. This is one of the side panels. This is the roof panels. I like these roof panels on it. They look, what they look like is kind of like a tin roof, a metal roof on it that has been over the years, got a little sagged from age and snow and everything else on it. So they're pretty good. They're pretty good looking. I think they'll look good on that roof on it for using it, being able to weather it. Because if you look at the roof on this, I don't know if you can see very good on it, but you can see across the top here where it's rusted and things like that. So this should be a pretty good deal if you want to use these to rust it. to weather it anyway. Now, I know there's some people on the YouTube world out there that can build this stuff, and it comes out looking very good. Cohen C is one of them that does these, and they look quite good on it. So, but me, no, I don't quite have that skill set. So that's why I work strange jobs. So let's open the bag with a bunch of the small parts that are kind of falling off in here. I think most of that is just kind of flash. It's full of a lot of static electricity. There's one little tiny part right here that I don't know what it goes to. We'll just save it. This is there's the stovepipe, part of the stovepipe there. I don't know, these drawings don't really show a whole lot on building this. Some of it looks kind of, that looks like the elbow for it. I don't know if that is used for anything else. It's got like a wood grain on it, but it really doesn't show anything on this. It shows a shelf underneath one window, but unless they're using that for a shelf, but that's pretty thick. These are small side parts, I'm guessing for, I don't know if they're for that or if they're to put on either side of the light pole, where it doesn't show anything on the directions here, but if you look at the light pole, you can see where it is bolted those are bolted on either side of it, possibly to give it the height that it needs, but I don't know, because you show the pole here and then an offset, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out as we go on this. This is, I'm guessing the support. I don't know. It's some of this stuff just really, there's not a lot of directions on this, on what to do here. I think that, so it'll be a kind of a figure it out as I go kind of thing. These are the blocks here, the resin blocks that the house or the shack sets on. These are side pieces. I'm wondering if these are the side pieces that go on the pole, or go on the pole over there to hold it up above farther to give you the height on it. This is where the shows the wiring going into the shack, attaches to the side of the shack. It's got pretty good detail where it's bolted on, and I'll give them credit on that. A little tiny bit of flash, but nothing major. You can clean it off with a thumbnail probably. And it says on the top of this wire, so apparently you use a piece of this wire across this to suspend the two little insulators on. And there is three, and this apparently little piece right here is an insulator that has fallen off. They're pretty small insulators on it. These, I guess, now looking at it better, I guess these two are for the drop bar that goes across there. These apparently are for the light pole. This is, I don't know actually. It's I don't know what it's for. It's really rough. I don't know if it's, I don't know where it goes. I really don't on this. It's too heavy to go across the top of that. This is, I believe, this is the counterweight box. Yeah, this is the counterweight box that goes, it's got pretty good detail on it. It's got the hinge on it on the thing. This is the counterweight counterweight that goes between these like this, and the pole goes into the front edge of it, and you take a piece of the wire, make the handle to go over this. These are the braces. Yeah, these are the braces that go up and down to put the guard pole on to raise and lower it so that you can fit down through there. And there should be two little, it shows two little braces across here, number 8, that go across it to support it. That's 3 and 4, and it shows a number 8 that goes across here somewhere to support it. So I don't know. That's number 2. Number 1. That's the shelf for the, goes under the window. That's the curved portion of the stovepipe. This is the vertical piece of the stovepipe. This is our light assembly that shows on top the pole. But I think what I'll do when I build this is, if you ever look at these pictures of these old places from these old grade B movies, film noir kind of things, out in the desolate, or the World War II movies where they're escaping, or spy movies and things like this, there's always an old railroad building out there that's setting on a tie kind of loading platform that's out in the middle of nowhere, and it's kind of decrepit, and it's got the one light hanging over the front of it there. And I think that's what I'll do, is use this small light to go over the front, and then I'll either cast me a piece like that or find me something to make another light out of. Other than a little problem with the directions on here, or lack therefore of directions, this isn't a bad kit. And so I'm wondering if these poles here, because it doesn't say anything, this is number 1 on it. So I'm guessing if number 1 and number 2 here are the ones that go on either side of this pole as a brace. But that's not a very tall light, because you run it down on it partway. It depends how far up you want to put it. Well, it's not too bad. So we'll see what we do with it there. We might just build our own pole for it. But again, this is another one of the Plus model kits, and they're really not too bad. They've got a lot of detail on them, raised detail or indented detail where it's supposed to be. The detail on the really small parts is good. The directions on this one are kind of lacking. You just kind of build what you want to build in a couple places on it. But other than that, it's a good kit. I would recommend it. I bought this and the other 2 plus some others from lots of models off of eBay, and I really have always had good luck with them. I always get the stuff early, the shipping rates are reasonable, and the prices are reasonable. And some of these kits are they're the only ones that are distributing too. So again, this is Terry McDade, aka the Pirate Hunter. So to quote the great Jerry Springer, take care of yourself and each other. And until the next time, which probably won't be a Plus models, but we won't guarantee it, video, have a nice day.